Hello, this is Janet Morana, Executive Director of Priests for Life. Happy New Year, because it is the new year, and welcome to our program. I'm joined by pro-life leader Frank Pavone. Welcome.
Greetings.
And of course, this is a new year, and we're very excited because we have just announced the winners of our essay contest for youth. It's the first time our ministry has done it this year as part of our youth division. And we're super excited because joining us today is we had three categories, brothers and sisters. We had the junior high, high school, and college. So today we're interviewing our college entry.
That's
and
right.
Her name is Grace Walker-Ross. Grace, welcome to the program.
Hello.
So Grace, tell us, how did you find out about this essay contest?
I believe my mom had told me about it. I've been very involved in the pro-life movement since a young age. So just kind of hearing from other people and just hearing around that it existed. And I heard it was the first time you guys were doing it. And I was super excited. So.
Okay.
Well, we're excited that you joined up, and congratulations on winning in the college category.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now, you're from Illinois. You're joining us today from Wheeling, Illinois, suburb of Chicago. Of course, that Illinois, as you well know, is a very pro-abortion state. And I'm always saying, as I travel around the country, Janet sees the same thing, that, no matter how pro-abortion a state might be, there are always vigorous and strong pro-life people within that state, and you're a great example of that. Tell us what it's been like living in a place where really the lives of the unborn are not very much respected in the law.
I would say the most difficult part was when I was living in Carbondale. I used to go to Southern Illinois University prior to transferring, and I was working as a sidewalk counselor. They had 2 abortion facilities in Carbondale, Illinois, my freshman year, because it's right over the border, so people from southern states could travel to go there. And it was just really difficult knowing that that was considered the safe haven of abortions, and that other people hated me for doing my job, for trying to save lives. And so it's really tragic knowing that our state has such little regard for human life, but that's also why we have to fight 10 times harder.
Exactly. So when you saw the topic, for the essay contest, what got your mind? I mean, in a minute we're gonna have everyone hear your essay. It's wonderful. But what intrigued you to say, I'm going to do this? And like in the topic, tell us about like you formulating your ideas that eventually led to this beautiful essay.
I mean, I would say obviously it's a huge election year, and this past election was incredibly critical. And I'm involved with several different organizations, and I know that the issue of voting pro-life has become more and more polarized. A lot of people since Roe v. Wade have decided that they're pro-abortion for whatever reason and have become more radical about it. And so I was thinking, well, it's really important to educate people that this is an important issue and that we should be voting in favor of the pro-life way, and so that we can protect the unborn. It's so important. Voting is what'll protect them the most. Voting is the most effective way to do that.
Yeah.
So Grace, tell us some of the organizations that you are affiliated with.
So I'm involved with the pro-life organization on my campus, which is called Life on Campus. It is associated with Wisconsin Right to Life, I believe. And I'm also involved with Turning Point USA.
I was just at the America Fest in Phoenix, and I have been with Charlie Kirk recently a couple of times. We were working together, of course, on many election-related things. So the next time I'm with him, I'm going to tell him about this essay contest and about the winners, including yourself.
So right now, Grace, because then we're going to ask you a little bit more about your essay. Why don't you now, for our audience, read your wonderful prize-winning essay, okay?
Okay. All right. President Ronald Reagan once said, "America is too great for small dreams. The mere idea of an American dream is enough for people to leave their homes, families, belongings, everything, in its pursuit. That's why I choose to have enormous dreams, like the dream that one day all human life will be valued, respected, protected, and cherished. It is also why I am in college to lay the foundation to help make that dream a reality. As a political science major, I am learning how to work within the political and legal systems to create laws that defend the preborn. Ultimately, my dream is for a personhood amendment that protects life in the womb. I have been pro-life for my entire life. In fact, I've been marching for life since I could walk. As a child, I was a founding member, along with my mother, of a local group called Northwest Families for Life. As a high school senior, that organization presented me their Just Like Joe Award in honor of the late Joe Scheidler and the work I was doing to carry on his legacy. I was a crusader for life from the age 13 to 19 through my parish. I founded the Pro-Life Club at my Catholic high school. I worked for Coalition Life as a sidewalk counselor in the abortion safe haven city of Carbondale, Illinois, and I am currently the vice president of the Pro-Life student organization at my university, Life on Campus. I'm also the president of Turning Point USA at my university. Through all these pro-life activities, I have seen both the enormous power of prayer and also how our duties as pro-lifers are lived. Of course, we have a duty to pray for these babies and their mothers, and we also have a civic duty to defend them. This means calling our politicians to educate them about policies and the impact of their votes on legislation, and also asking them to represent us by voting for life. In addition, we have to get out to vote during all elections to be the voice for the voiceless and help ensure people of good will take office. The politics in my home state of Illinois have provided me with numerous examples of how much voting matters and the impact it has on the issue of abortion. Today, we have elected officials fighting for the most extreme and egregious abortions at the local, state, and federal levels, but it was not always this way. Illinois was once pro-life with men like former Representative Henry Hyde in office. In the 1970s, Representative Hyde presented an amendment to ban government funding of abortion. It didn't actually become law right away until after it went through 3 separate Supreme Court rulings. His willingness to fight for the cause changed the abortion debate. It forced every member in Congress to take a stand on the issue. By the people of Illinois voting for this champion of life, Representative Hyde was able to open the discussion in Congress about the beginnings of human life and the need to protect the preborn. His efforts seem to have been the catalyst for the respect for life becoming an important issue in our elections and in our political system today. Tragically, Illinois has become an abortion safe haven for those seeking abortions from other states. Our elected officials at all levels push a pro-abortion agenda and have removed any type of oversight. Abortion facilities do not have to be inspected. There are no longer parental notification requirements. There is no need to show a mother an ultrasound of her child before she aborts her baby. Chemical abortion pills are given out like candy without proper medical care for the mothers. If a mother who has an ectopic pregnancy takes mifepristone and misoprostol pills, she will die, and our elected officials do not seem to care. It has gotten so extreme that they have knocked down Representative Hyde's amazing legacy, allowing taxpayer dollars to fund abortions here. Our votes matter. What a painful change to go from being a pro-life state to being one where human life is disregarded. I will do my part to bring change and defend the preborn and their mothers. I will always vote pro-life and will also work to help cultivate future leaders and politicians who will use the power of their offices to be the voice for the voiceless.
Amen.
Bravo,
Very good.
bravo. I'm telling you, so well written. And you know, the Hyde Amendment, as it's called now, is one of those right things, Father, in Congress goes back and forth, right? Biden, you know, they want to try to permanently get rid of the Hyde Amendment, right? And so far, and now with Trump coming into office, we know it will be protected, and maybe there's a way they can stop the seesaw stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, exactly. Make the protections permanent. Yes.
Permanent. So I'm very impressed to the content of your essay, and also for all the years you have just progressed in your pro-life passion, meaning starting from you were a little kid, you were taken to marches, and we, of course, knew Joe Scheidler very well ourselves.
And Representative Hyde.
And Hyde. Yeah, but with Joe Scheidler, you know, we always called him the godfather of the pro-life movement. That was his nickname. So he had a great influence on so many people, even pro-life leaders like ourselves. So I was happy to see you got that award in high school. That was pretty impressive. So And then you're going to come to Washington, right? You're going to be there, and you're coming to the prayer service at Constitution Hall, and that's when you're going to get your prize, right? A cash prize, and of course a plaque. And we're just thrilled that your family's coming, and you'll join us at Constitution Hall, right?
It's going to be great.
Going to be
I'm looking
fantastic.
forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it too. So when do you actually get into Washington? The day before, or?
I believe we're flying in the 19th. We're going to go to the inauguration at the beginning of the week. So.
Fantastic.
You are? Oh, you're going to the inauguration too. Okay. Well, check our website for our March for Life activities, because your family might want to go when we do we're going to have a prayerful witnessing and speaking outside of Planned Parenthood on Thursday. And in fact, we're going to have a theme for that, right, Father?
Mm-hmm.
No taxpayer funding. And they're going to be protesting right outside of that Planned Parenthood in D.C. So what's the page on our website where they get those details?
ProLifeMarch.org.
ProLifeMarch.org. You'll see the exact addresses and times, so you can kind of jump in and join us, okay?
Perfect.
Well,
Thank you.
give our best to your family, and obviously such a stellar pro-life family. And like I said, your essay was the top one, and congratulations again. And thank you for joining us on this interview.
Thank you so much.
God bless. See you soon. Well, brothers and sisters, we will have this essay contest again next year. We'll announce it in September, when the school year is getting underway, and maybe you could enter next year's contest and be a winner. So it's food for thought, right? This is Janet Morana, Executive Director of Priests for Life. Thank you for joining us for our program. God bless.
Hello, this is Father David Begany. Like many priests, I am inspired and always learning from the ministry of Priests for Life, which is one of the largest and most visible pro-life organizations in the world. This ministry relies on your financial support to be able to do its work, produce its programs, and travel the world to advocate for the unborn. May I ask you to support Priests for Life generously? Go today to prolifegift.org and give as generous a gift as you can. Thank you so much, and be assured of our daily prayers for you.